Have you ever been in a meeting where you wondered, just what is going on? That was me a few years back. I was in a conference room, seated around the table with 6 business leaders that I had never met before. Our mission? We were part of a newly formed new product development team. And our mission in life was to create the organization's next blockbuster over-the-counter products. No worries, right? Let's just say our first meeting was a complete disaster. We started to go around the room and introduce ourselves to one another. And that's when it happened. Everybody took out their professional peacock tails and started strutting their stuff. One story, one introduction after another got more fantastic, extolling all of their professional virtues, their accomplishments, past jobs, how great they were. You get the picture? And then it became my turn to introduce myself to this table full of professional peacocks. Hi, I'm a corporate newcomer. My boss said I'm a must. I have to be on this new product development team because I can get people who do not like to work together to in fact work together really well. But other than that, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing or why anybody in their right mind would have put me on this team. Everybody folded up their professional peacock tails and they leaned back in their chairs. Frankly, Babette, none of us have any idea what we're doing on this team either. We figure by the end of this initiative, we're either all going to be heroes or we're going to get ourselves fired. True story. And so we began. There was this one meeting in particular. No sooner had one sales or one marketing colleague come up with a new product concept or a new idea when somebody from IT, I was from clinical research, drug regulatory affairs, legal, shot him down immediately. You can't do that. That is not how we do things here. That will never work. No, there's too great risk involved. I don't think we should move forward. No, 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 no. Until one of the marketing guys leaned across the table and said, you know, instead of continuing to tell us what we cannot do, why don't you tell us what we can do? And that was our breakthrough meeting. Instead of focusing only on risk and limitations, we started to focus on opportunities. We focused on what we can accomplish together instead of on what we never could accomplish, no matter how hard we worked on it. And that became our team's defining voice. The business case we made to leadership was the profitability of incorporating quality processes and attributes into the new product development protocol we developed for the corporation in our work over the next 3 years. What you can do together instead of limiting yourself and dwelling on what you can never accomplish. What is your team mantra? I want to thank the event organizers and conference co-chairs for inviting me to spend some time with you today. And feel free to reach out to me afterwards so we can continue our conversation. This presentation combines 3 keynotes and workshops that I do, so it's a little sampler of some topics that are near and dear to my heart, and I think are important for you as well. What you'll learn by the end of today's presentation is that capturing, articulating, and leveraging your defining voice catalyzes your emergence as a leader. You'll also find that us versus them mindset sabotages collaboration, always. And that when everybody in the workforce understands how what they do complements the quality of what everybody else does, they own customer retention. Now, my defining voice evolved. The statement about, I get people who don't really work well together to work well together became, I leverage collaboration to catalyze professional innovation, workforce engagement, and customer retention. I learned a lot working on that new product development team, and I bring my defining voice to every meeting, keynote, person I work with, time after time. But something else happened over those 3 years. And it was based on my observations of just what went on and all the decisions we had to make. I realized that depending on where we all sit around the table, we see the same things differently. And shouldn't our differences become our strengths and opportunities instead of impediments to innovate, collaborate, and differentiate and better serve our clients? So, what is your defining voice? Chances are that you, like me, acquired your defining voice early on in your career, but you dismissed it as unimportant, insignificant. I mean, getting people to work well together. Doesn't everybody know how to do that? Your defining voice are your words, your actions, and your values, which you do so effortlessly that you take these for granted. You assume everybody knows how to do what you do. In reality, no one delivers what defines you quite the same way that you do. Now, if I go around the room today and ask each one of you, and I do in workshops, what is your defining voice? Chances are you're going to tell me about your professional backstory, the stuff we put on resumes, our degrees, the jobs we had, our certifications, our awards, the stuff we feel we make us look credible to other people. Our professional backstories are our peacock tails. And we're devoted to them, aren't we? The truth of the matter is that your professional backstory does not capture the defining voice that each one of you brings to your organization's business table and value stream. Because trust me, friends, when you're seated around a table wrestling with big, hairy issues that require both courage and critical thinking skills, nobody's checking out your LinkedIn profile or what's on your resume. So, what is your defining voice?